it's Brian Pinsky from bestattractionmarketingtips.info, and this video is an add-on to the video you just watched. This is utilizing the Google Calendar reminder button in an offline marketing method. So what do I mean by that? Basically, obviously, offline marketing, it's going to be a piece of paper. There's nothing to click. So utilizing QR codes, which I will show you in a second what they are if you don't know what they are. You can have basically same thing that the calendar button would do work with the QR code, where somebody takes their cell phone and uses the QR code scanner, scans the code, and it opens them up into Google Calendar on their cell phone, and they can save the event that way. So again, we go back to the page where we created the event button in the previous video, and I still have it open from the previous video. So again, you have let people save an individual event from your site. That's the one you want to use. Fill in all the information, the title of the event, when, where it's going to be at, some description for some information, and you choose your button, which one you want. Enter your website and the website address, and then click the Create HTML button. And again, they'll put it down here. So now, though, instead, you don't want to copy everything that's in here because this is all HTML code. You just want to get the address. So basically, you want to get right after this first quote where the address starts. You want to put in there, and then you want to find the last where it ends, which is right here at this quote. So I'm going to hold down Shift, and again, you can see what's highlighted, everything between the quotations. Then you want to copy that, right click it, copy it, and then we're going to go over to a site. I'm going to put this site below this video. It's called QRstuff.com. It's a free site to make QR codes, and basically you'll be on this home page. I'll show you. That way I already had one made up, but I'll show you here. And you have these different types of, you can do a lot of different things with QR codes, but we want to do a website URL. So you want to click on that. That's the first step. You want to go in here, highlight that, because we already have that within what we're pasting, and paste in new thing. You could probably leave this as is, but just make it easier. Click on the rewrite URL to basically shortens the URL in the QR code. This way somebody doesn't have a long web address that is popping up on their cell phone. And then you can choose whatever color you want. It defaults to black, but if you want to do purple, you do purple. Changes. I'm going to do mine in red. Drag that up. Drag that up there. And there you have your QR code. Now basically this is just like a barcode, except a little bit different. This has the website information embedded in it, and when somebody uses a scanner on their cell phone to scan this code, it'll open up to whatever website you want to point them to. So you can use QR codes for a multitude of things, but here we're using it to add basically a quick reminder to the event. You print out a flyer with your event and the information, and then somebody can just scan it. It'll open up and it'll ask them if they want to save that reminder into their Google Calendar. So you have that there, and then you obviously want to download the image, save it, name it so you remember where you save it, because then you're going to use that to print it out. So we did that. Now I'm going to go over to, I opened up in Word, and excuse me, a quick way, I had already made up obviously a website with my little presentation, so I can now copy that same information and I can throw that into the Word document. And basically you just want to highlight it, right click, copy, go back into your Word document and paste it. And for some reason it moves this over to the left, but you just want to move that, center it. And again, this button's not going to do anything here because this is going to be something you're going to be printing out. So, but then what you want to do is go back to wherever you saved your QR code. So go back into the Word document and basically come up to here and get below that, below the picture, I want to center it. I want to insert a picture. And go to my QR code. I saved it. And insert. Now inserts, it's a little bit bigger and obviously sends it onto the second page. So you have to play around and shrink this down and then move it up. And I already had one made up. I'm just going to show you real quick. And basically want it to end up so that it's all on one page. So you have your flyer that you can print out and post, your business presentation at the location, date, time, what they're going to learn. And then you can leave that picture on there because it's like, people will say, oh, remind me with Google Calendar. Oh, wow. And then add a little thing, scan code below with a QR code scanner to add to your calendar. And I put this extra information in there because not everybody knows what these QR codes are yet. They see them, they're not sure. But pretty much most of the smartphones that are coming out these days, and more people are having them, and this is a great way to advertise and market offline. All the phones have a QR code scanner. If not, go into your app store, wherever you get apps, whether on an iPhone or Android or Windows, and just punch in QR code scanner, and it will come up with a bunch of free ones. And then I'm going to show you here now. I'm going to show offline. I have one printed. I'll show you in a video how it works. But basically, the person would then scan this code, and it will pop up the web page, and they can then save the event into their Google Calendar. So now I'm going to show you how that works.
Okay, you can see now I have the presentation flyer printed out. The name, date, place, some of the information. They add the Google Calendar button, and there's the QR code. So now, go to my cell phone, and this is an Android-based phone, and one of the good QR program I have on this is called QR Droid, which is right there. I don't know if you can see that, but that one right there. Again, open that up, and a lot of stuff you can do with this, but we want the camera mode. See, it opens up the window and the flashing bar to scan the QR code. And this is what somebody would do. They'd see this poster, they say, hey, I want to remember that. They go down, they scan it, grabs it, and I don't know if you can see that, but that is the shortened address that the QR code site gave you. And they have different things. They could email it to somebody, send it in a text message, share it, you can copy it, or you can open it up in a browser. And now it's going, and click on calendar. And now here it says, it's a message saying you're trying to use the desktop version of Google Calendar. It says from a mobile browser, some features may not work correctly. I've tried opening it in the mobile browser and it doesn't work, so you may want to make a note that people shouldn't open in the browser. So it says, do you want to use the mobile version instead? Click cancel. And lo and behold, it may be hard to see, and I'm going to put this down for a second so you can see. I'm going to pinch this bigger, but we are at the Google Calendar site, and there's the business presentation, the date, the name, all of the info. You can add the reminders and stuff, and they just can click save, boom, from there, and your event is saved into their phone on their Google Calendar.
That is how you use the Google Calendar reminder button in an offline method utilizing QR codes. If you missed how to make the Google Calendar reminder button tutorial video, just look above this video in the blog post, or if you're viewing this video elsewhere, just look for a link at the end of the video or below in the description. Again, this is Brian Pinsky from bestattractionmarketingtips.info. Everybody, you have a great one.